It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Absolutely, man. But just after that travel pics, man, it just makes me want to travel. But we are putting that on the back burner just for now because we are making a lekker ou toebroodjie. But not just any toebroodjie, a sandwich with a difference. We're starting off with the basics. Cookbook author and chef Peter Ayub joining us in studio to make a chef's 3-in-1 dough this morning. How are you doing, my man?
Always
nice
good.
to see you, brother. Nice to see you. So we're starting with the basics. We're going to be showing our viewers this morning, some interesting ways of not only making dough, but then putting a sandwich together. But this is the basic, the building blocks.
Yeah, this is my go-to recipe because you can almost do anything with this recipe. Okay, so we've got 250 grams of cake flour.
Cake flour.
1 teaspoon of dry yeast. I'm going to pop that in. 1 teaspoon of salt. You can sieve it all together if you wanted to, but it's not really necessary.
Okay.
We're then going to take 300 ml of water, which I normally do about 250 first.
Okay. So
just in case it's too much. We're going to mix it together and 1 tablespoon of oil.
All right. What does the oil do in this recipe, basically?
It just enriches it. It's like when I use oil in chocolate cakes and that, it just gives it that nice moist.
I see.
Okay, we're going to mix that together. You can use a K blender or any blender to put it together.
But it looks fairly easy. I mean, you can do it by hand.
You can't go wrong.
So when you're making bread, I think a lot of people, kind of scared to tackle on this part, making your very own bread dough. What are you looking for, and what is your number one tip, would you say?
I think if you stick to the basics and something like this type of recipe, when you first start baking, go for something like this.
Okay.
And then it's not over the top and you don't feel intimidated, So it's something very simple. Okay, so now what we would do is just mix it really nicely together.
Okay.
And we would get something that comes out like this.
All right.
Okay. What we have done with this though is once your dough has been all mixed, we then prove it for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so we take it out.
Let's move over to this side, guys. All right.
See how beautiful this dough is? It's like elastic.
There we go. Let me get rid of that for you.
Okay. And then what we'll do is let's just portion it.
Okay, so we're going to be making 3 different kind of breads here with the same dough.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we'll start with the one.
Okay, what's the first one we're going to be making?
We're going to make a bagel.
Oh, okay. A bagel.
And what happens with a bagel is, and this is where so many people go wrong, is you need to, once you've done this, you actually boil it. And that's why, so you boil it first and then you bake. And that's why the bagel has a beautiful, like rubbery, and that's what makes the texture of that.
I didn't know this.
Okay, so we do that and then we make our
obviously
hole.
You want to make, do you need to have some flour on the surface when you work with it or not?
You don't need to. The dough's set enough so you don't need any flour. It's not going to stick. All you're going to do is make a mess with extra flour.
Oh, okay.
Then we can take one for the
bagel.
Yeah, so we can take one for the pita pocket. And all you can even make a pizza base from this.
Really? You can make a pizza base from this as well?
Okay. And then all we can do with the pita pocket is we dab it down.
Flatten it nicely.
Flatten it nicely into a nice circular shape.
All right.
And then the last one, we would just take this rest of the dough, pop it into a bread tin.
Yes.
Okay, let it prove in the bread tin again for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the top on like that, and then we'll bake it in the oven.
Easy as that. 3 delicious, simple bread recipes, basically all from the same dough.
And feel the dough. It's it's easy to work with. It's not messy.
Look at that.
Yeah, and once you get these basics down, you can start moving on to other types of breads.
All right, well, we are going to be showing you how to use these breads and make some delicious breads and sandwiches this morning. But if you want to know the keyword for our dough this morning, it is bread. SMS that to 33728. That's bread to 33728, and we'll send you everything you need to know to make your very own dough. Peter, all right, well, looking forward to those sandwiches a little bit later. But I was fortunate enough to spend some time at the Good Food and Wine Show this weekend in Johannesburg at the Ticket Pro Dome. It was incredible. We gave away some tickets to the show last week, and I met up with some of the competition winners. I took millions and millions of photos. I remember, if I can remember correctly, Lulu, we had Gugu, there was even Jackie pulled through as well, and a whole host of other winners as well. You can just see on the screen there, man, so much fun to just connect with some of our viewers. And even I had the chance to speak to Reza Mohammed on stage, interview him on stage. Leigh-Anne pulled through. She took time out of her busy schedule as well. And as you can imagine, he was just such a character on stage. He had the whole crowd laughing. It was really so much fun. So thank you to everyone who pulled through. I mean, the Good Food and Wine Show this year most definitely did not disappoint. Just tasting all those foods and different wines and whatnot, from all corners of the globes. Some more viewers. There we go. That's Jackie, if I remember correctly as well. Jackie, good morning if you are watching. And also some of the other Expresso or the other SABC3 family. We have Maurice Page, Michaela Russell, we have Tema Sebopedi as well, some of the great actors of South Africa as well, and just great to all hang out together. So for those of you who were there, thank you once again for just warming us, welcoming us to the Good Food and Wine Show. It was absolutely great to spend some time and connect with you guys. So much fun though, but as I said, a little bit later on after the break, we are going to be showing you how to make some delicious, delicious sandwiches, so don't go away.